Hi, third grade, and welcome back to school. This week in math, we're going to be working on probability. That is the likelihood or the chance that an event or situation will happen. So we're going to look at page 244 in our math book first, and then you're going to go on to Seesaw. You're going to watch a lesson video there and then complete a short activity on probability today. Okay, so let's take a look at page 244. You can look at it here. You also have your math books at home with you. We have a spinner to the right of the page. It is divided into 4 equal parts, and they are colored and numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if we were to spin this spinner, the outcome is the possible result of that spin or of an experiment. So the outcomes of that spinner, if we were to spin the spinner, would be either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Those would be the only outcomes. Those would be the only choices we would be able to land on. Now, if we want to look at the probability, we're going to look at the chance of something happening on that spinner. So since the spaces are equal spaces, each outcome is equally likely to happen. An event is equally likely to happen if each outcome has an equal chance. Since these spots are all the same size, it's an equal chance. This spinner is equally likely to land on a 1, a 2, a 3, or 4. Each outcome has a 1 out of 4 chance of happening. So if I spin the spinner, it could land on any of them equally. Now, what are my chances of spinning a 7? Well, there's no 7 on this spinner, so that is an impossible event. It cannot happen. It is impossible to spin a 7 on this spinner. The probability is 0 out of 4 chances of that happening because it could never happen. Now, if I said, what are my chances of winning or of spinning a 1, 2, 3, or 4? Well, that's possible because if I say, what are my chances of spinning a 3? Well, it's possible I could spin a 3, right? Or what are my chances of spinning a 2? It's possible, right? Now, if I said, what is the chance of me spinning a number less than 5? Well, that would be certain. It would be certain because all of these numbers are less than 5. So I'd have a probability of 4 out of 4. Okay, so I know that these are a lot of definitions, but I think that you pretty much understand them, right? That these, since all the sizes are equal, they're equally likely to get a 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's obviously impossible to spin a 7. It is possible to spin a 1, 2, 3, or 4. And it is certain you're going to spin a number less than 5. Now, some of the outcomes are more likely than others. An event is more likely if it has a greater or better chance of happening. The spinner is more likely to land on a number less than 4 than the number 4. So 1 is less than 4, 2 is less than 4, 3 is less than 4. So it is more likely to spin a number less than 4 than it is to spin a 4. Okay, and the event is less likely if it has a greater chance of not happening. So the spinner is less likely to land on a number greater than 3, that would be 4, than it is a number less than 3, which would be 2 and 1, right? So greater than 3, we only have 1 chance, so it's less likely than to have it less than 3, which would be these 2 chances. Okay, so I want you to take another look over this page. It is in your book. It is on the website. And then I want you to head on over to Seesaw. Before you start the activity, please watch the video. It's pretty quick, about 5 minutes, and then complete the activity. Thanks a lot. Good luck.